نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I want to start with the name of Allah, the most merciful, most gracious. All praises to be Allah, the Lord of the world, the Master of the day after, and the Creator of everything in this whole universe. Peace and salutation be upon our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, who has brought us from the darkness into the brightness and guided us into the right way of life. Honorable guests, respectable teachers, and my dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am very thankful to my dear teacher, Mr. Siddiqullah Ahmad Zai, who provide us a golden opportunity and make us able to be here in front of you. Today, in this good opportunity, I would like to deliver a speech on the life story of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. The holy and last Prophet of Allah, Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ, was born in Makkah in 571 AD. His father's name was Abdullah and his mother's name was Amina, and the Prophet ﷺ was born after the death of his father. His mother also died when he was only 6 years old. After the death of his mother, the Prophet ﷺ was brought up by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib and later on by his uncle Abu Talib. From the very childhood, the Prophet ﷺ was serious-minded and very often used to think about everything that he saw around him. As a young boy of 13 years, he joined his uncle in his business. During his trade journeys, he curiously watched various customs of the different Arab societies. At the age of 25 years, the Prophet ﷺ was employed by a rich widow, Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, for looking after her business. She was so impressed with the noble character of the Prophet, peace be upon him, that she subsequently married him. He lived with her till she died. After her death, the Prophet ﷺ married other women who also widows except the fourth one, Begum Aisha, which was the daughter of his friend and disciple Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Honorable guests, from Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, the Prophet ﷺ had 2 sons and 4 daughters, but only the fourth one, Bibi Fatima, survived him, and from other wives there were no children. The Prophet, peace be upon him, thought seriously about the evils in the society and was anxious to find out the ways and means to remove them. He used to go to a lonely cave in the mountain called Hira, where he thought about the concept of God, religion, and the reformation of the societies. It is believed that once in the month of Ramadan in 609, when the Prophet, peace be upon him, was meditating in the cave, he heard a strange voice. The voice was from an angel Jibreel that was sent to him by God. Jibreel whispered in the ears of the Prophet ﷺ and says, "Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq." Read in the name of Allah. Read in the name of Allah, the creator of everything, who made man from a clot of blood. Read, for thy Lord the most gracious, he who teaches us the use of pen, he who teaches the man what does not he know. This was the first message of God to the Prophet, peace be upon him. Since then, a series of divine communications or messages of God were received by him on different occasions till his death. The Holy Quran is a collection of such divine messages that revealed on Prophet, peace be upon him, from time to time. In short, the basic principles of the religion that were preached by him are as under. The first one is La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Allah is one and only one, in the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his last messenger. Allah is the supreme commander of everything that exists in the world, and that everyone should submit to the will of God. As pointed out earlier, the Arabic word Islam means submissions to the will of God. The third one thing that was preached by him is that all human beings are equal. No one is to be treated as superior to another, because they all are like brothers. Honorable guests, through his preaching, the Prophet ﷺ also laid down the new principles of life and abolished the existing evil custom from the society. The first to believe and obey these divine message were Prophet's wife, Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha. Gradually others also believed in what he preached. But a majority of people in Makkah opposed his preaching. They did not allow the Prophet ﷺ to speak, even to communicate his message to the people. But in the last, to finding it difficult when he realized, he left Makkah and went to Medina in 622. This journey from Makkah to Medina is taken to be as a holy mission, a hijrat, and in Medina his preaching was appreciated and more people became his followers. Dear viewers, the Prophet ﷺ not only united his nation through his new faith, but also organized them as a strong political group to face their opposition. They fought several battles with disbelievers, but there was such a force in the idea of the new faith that very soon a majority of people of Arabia became his followers. The personality of the Prophet, peace be upon him, dominated the minds of Arab, such an extent that within a short period of time, most of them embraced Islam. At the time of his death, during 632, the Prophet, peace be upon him, was the political, social, economical,